YouTube, our Dragon Age run is an adult. Welcome to adulthood. You've made it to part 18. I appreciate so much that you are here. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch my videos. As always, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. We're going to have some crazy shit go down this episode. I'm sure of it. And I would love to see your thoughts. Thank you to those of you that continue to watch these videos. If you follow me on all the links down in the description, I appreciate you as well. Thank you as always for joining the channel by becoming a member, by hitting that join button. Any financial support you throw my way, it is greatly appreciated. If you ever want to catch us live, we would love to have you here. We've got a robust chat while I play these over at twitch.tv/DrMick. I go live at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time and would love to see you there. All right, here we go. What I want to do is I want to reread a little bit about these guys if I can. Now, I don't know exactly if we're going to be able to get all the information that I want to get, but I really want to know more about like Balin. So let's see. Okay, Balin Idukin, here we go. All right. Third of King Endrin's children, Balin has always been considered the last and least of his family, not the heir nor the favorite, and not as accomplished as either sibling. Balin's most notable trait is his ability to stay out of trouble. Endrin Idukin. Endrin of House Idukin traces his ancestry back to Paragon Idukin, the greatest warrior of Orzamar's history, who beat back the Darkspawn hordes in the First Blight. The second son of King Ansgar Idukin, he became heir after his elder brother died in the Proving. The most respected king in 4 generations, he restored contact with Kal Shirak, the only other remaining city of the once vast Dwarven Empire, which had been lost during the First Blight. House Harrowmont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Harrowmont, is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring Assembly. That is all we get. So, I have given this considerable thought. And I really have. I have given this some real thought while I have been offline. There is no choice to abstain from this. So, I have to pick one. I am going to go to each house and I'm going to talk to them one more time, see if I can gather some additional information, and then I'm going to talk through my process on this. I don't know fully yet who I am going to support, but I do have some idea of who I'm going to go with based on some of the interactions that I have had. So we're going to go to the Diamond Quarter here.
Sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while throne stands empty. Make Harrowmont your king now.
So the thing that Harrowmont's estate. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Shale.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
What did you ask me to do again?
Balin is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory, but he somehow scared off most of Lord Harrowmont's fighters. If you can enter as Harrowmont's champion, you would prove your dedication well. Have you decided then? Will you enter the provings in Harrowmont's name?
haven't decided if I want to help you.
Do not tarry. The proving starts this afternoon.
So, according to Harrowmont, Balin scared off Harrowmont's fighters. Now I want to go talk to Balin's guy. I really wish I could talk to, like...
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont entrenched in the past. How long can he ignore that Orzammar must change to survive?
Agent, I'm glad you're enjoying it, friend. Thank you for watching my stuff. Chamber of the Assembly. Did we go into the Chamber of the Assembly? I don't recall if we did. Regardless. Here's the Shaper-It. I think we did, because I think that might be where Balin is. Got your notepad ready for all these notes? It's gonna be interesting. My brain's been whirring on this pretty significantly.
I hope you're not wasting my time with more dithering. The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Balin to support you in your surface war, you'll have to help him take the throne.
What exactly did you want me to do?
Harrowmont tried using the same plot of land to buy the votes of both Lady Dace and young Lord Helmy. I have the promissory notes to prove it, but neither of them would listen to anyone they knew favored Balin. As a neutral party, you could present the evidence and convince them Lord Harrowmont plans to cheat them.
Okay. Tell me more about them.
I'm asking you to deliver a message, not enter marriage negotiations. Now, are you going to help or not?
I actually really appreciate that. I do. I really appreciate that. Okay.
Better make up your mind.
All right. Here we go. I am always a proponent, as you all know, of working with known variables. Of the two who are asking me to do something pretty blind, one of them has a known variable. One of them has a suspicion. Harrowmont is presenting to me a suspicion that Balin chased off Harrowmont's guards, but does not provide me any proof that that is the case. He is literally just saying to me, I think that's what's happening, and you need to get to the bottom of this. Balin's guy says to me, I have actual, tangible evidence that Harrowmont is trying to buy a vote because I have the duplicate promissory note. He's not really even asking me to do anything beyond present that promissory note as a neutral party to allow those two people to decide what to do with that information. Okay, so that's layer number one. That, for me, ticks a box for Balin. I don't know if the note is legit, but my guess would be that the people that are involved with that would know whether it is legitimate or not. And my guess is that it would be figured out whether it was legitimate or not very easily. Now, because I think it's important for me to do this, this is something I think about all the time, I want to take into account the overall system that we are currently in. The dwarves are in huge trouble. As much as everybody loves Iduken, right now the dwarves have been basically dwindled down to Orzammar and that one other spot. The deep roads are a mess. The caste system is a nightmare. One of the things that strikes me is that we have very consistently gotten a message, not just from the town crier, that Harrowmont is of the old school mindset. Iduken was a traditionalist. Harrowmont is a traditionalist. Harrowmont seems to think that the current system is working, or at the very least, he works with negotiations amongst the nobles. And we know that the caste system doesn't work. I think a person who is more likely to align with the idea that the caste system doesn't work is somebody who's been burned by the caste system, which is what Balin was in the situation of being. Balin himself was considered to be the least of his clan. He stayed out of trouble, which tells me to an extent he knows how to navigate the nobility, but he's been burned by the caste system. I tend to side with people who are willing to shake a system up, and to me, Balin strikes me as potentially, with the little information I have, as a person who is more willing to shake things up and fight, which Orzammar needs and which I need, right? Supposedly, Iduken legitimately said, I want Harrowmont to take my place. And Balin is willing to say, no. Absolutely not. I'm going to get this. I'm going to change some shit around. So he has that, plus he has the most tangible evidence that we have seen. So Kaelin has been burned, not necessarily by the caste system, I suppose, but Balin's been burned by being, like, buried in tradition. Right? Like we read in the Codex that Balin was like the last born, and as a result was considered to be the least and was just kind of discarded. And is somebody who, at the very least, potentially looks at the traditions of the system and says, I don't like this. Again, I'm kind of pulling from left field here. Like, this is just me making long, because I have so little information to go off of in making this decision. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to take this guy's promissory note and I am going to deliver it to the two people that he is saying have been wronged by Harrowmont. I actually really appreciate that when I said, okay, well, I'll get in the middle of this. He's like, I'm not asking you to deal with their marriage. I'm just asking you to deliver this message as a neutral party. I have some respect for that, because he's basically saying, like, I'm not asking you to get into a lane that's not yours to get into. And in a world that keeps trying to triangulate me in a bunch of bullshit, this guy has made some effort to make the triangulation more reasonable. That's just where I wish I could get more information. I wish I could talk to Harrowmont and Balin, but I can't talk to them. So I also have to have somebody who's willing to get us rallied in order to fight the Darkspawn. This world right now doesn't exactly strike me as people who are going to fight the Darkspawn. Like, Orzammar's a mess, man. And Orzammar is a mess in part because it seems like, I mean, look at that. I mean, the castless are ignored. I don't know. Alright. Anyway,
I hope you're not wasting
we're going to see what happens.
Dithering. The choice I gave you
I hope.
clear.
I'm not saying I'm siding with Balin yet.
You in your surface war.
I am skewed in the direction of Balin. Okay. What do you want me to do?
tried using the same... as a neutral party, you could present the evidence and convince them Lord Harrowmont plans to cheat them.
Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries.
I wish he'd answer that question. Oh God. See, now is so here's the tricky part here. Now is where oh, you know what? Oh no, I can't go into the proving grounds yet. So when I talked to the Harrowmont guy, it did give me a more of like a neutral option of like, let me go in and see what happened.
Better make up your mind.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go to the. You did point out that we would be giving the note to ones who could prove or disprove its authenticity. That is fair. I mean, it is true. I mean, it will get figured out eventually.
No offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
Yeah, see, I'm into that. Oh.
News of the hour. Is Lord Balin considering a dissolution of the ancient clans? He refuses to comment in the assembly.
That would be a smart move if I was him. I don't think I'd make a comment on that either, because you have nobility who are the ones that are voting on all this shit. This is what I hate too, is there's a lack of representation.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar? I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality. I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
As you wish.
I can tell you what I don't want. Also, thank you for the raid, Damon. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I'll tell you what I don't want. Oh, also, if you're new here, spoiler-free run. Please do not spoil anything. Please do not backseat. If you do, you're out. I do not want Orzammar to crumble during a blight because we are pissing around with noble plight. I really don't want that. Like, I want somebody who is willing to come in and blow this thing up and fight. Like, I really want that. I really don't know that I want somebody who is diplomatic in a time of absolute crisis. And this guy is not, I mean, he's cool. I like his thoughts on equality. I wish he'd give me more. And if you, why are we, but for a guy that cares, okay. I'm a little saltier on this guy. For a guy that cares about equality so much, he's not willing to stand up and really like put it out there and try to actually make real change happen. He still assimilates into the nobility. Like, he's still voting, right? He's still presenting in a way that the others are allowing him to vote and aren't throwing him out. Which tells me that, like, maybe he talks a big game while he's in the tavern talking to a Grey Warden, but maybe doesn't actually do anything when he's in the chamber. Captain, thank you for the Prime sub. This is hard. This is one of the hardest decisions in a game I think I've ever had to make. I'm gonna go talk to these people and see what's up. Sticks just posted an excellent meme in Dragon Age chat that sums it up. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, it didn't crash. I just forgot to do my my mouse thing. Okay, we're good. Oh. Give me the promissory
of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Balin's involvement in King Endrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandals.
Oh no, okay, so the rumor is that Balin killed Idukin. I don't know. I'm not listening to the tabloids.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, most likely to pay respects to the rightful king, Prince Balin.
They listening into my conversation right now? What the hell? Oh, lordy. Alright, give me the note.
I hope you're not wasting my time with more dithering. The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Balin to support you in your surface war, you'll have to help him take the throne. Harrowmont, as a neutral party, you... Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much. But Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Would love to see. These promissory notes prove that Harrowmont gave the same land to both House Dace and Helmy. I mean... And let's go talk to Lady Dace. Get to the bottom of this.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun your...
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Are you Lady Dace?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
I am not going to make my conclusion. I'm going to show these papers and see what happens. Also, not very appreciative of her condescending tone toward me.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? I'll show him.
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
Okay, how would I know where to find him?
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
Sure.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
I didn't say that. I just...
Children of the dead. Incited battling dark.
Well, let me talk to the other person then.
They have no orders.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
We're gonna go to Tapster's just to see if that other person's there. Boy, I'm gonna have to haul ass down the deep roads. Oh, it's... Oh!
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar?
I have news. Harriman's double dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know? Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Alright, I'm not gonna try to influence him. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, friend.
You're just doing what you think is right. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
He can be bought! He can be bought! That's the whole problem with this fucking system! Yeah, equality, but buy me some land. It's bad, man. It's bad. That's really bad. This dude knew. Virtue signaling. Guy's just sitting in the bar, virtue signaling to everybody. I'm telling you, man. God damn.
Just can't get enough of our clammy mine air, can you? Did you need something?
Looking for Lord Dace's
I
patrol.
see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
You know what? You know what?
Best of luck.
That, even though I'm a little salty on that guy, we just got a lot of information there. A ton of information. Harrowmont had to buy him. That guy talks about equality. That guy, at the very least, he puts it out there that maybe there's something wrong with Dwarven society. And Harrowmont had to buy him. Which tells me that his natural vote was not going to go to Harrowmont. Or that Harrowmont was afraid that his vote would not go to Harrowmont. Which I think, I'm not trying to give this guy too much power, but again, my theory is that Balin potentially is more likely to shake this system up. Harrowmont's doing the same shit. He's buying out nobles, man. Who knows? For all we know, Harrowmont's people didn't want to fight for him in the pit because they decided that Harrowmont's a piece of shit. I don't know. Maybe Balin drives a hard bargain. Who knows? Apoc, please. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. All right, we're going whatever. We're going to the deep roads, man. This is wild. This is wild shit tonight. We do have another quest in the deep roads, yes. All right, area unlocked. Duke and Tig. Here we go. Deep roads. Holy cow. My heart's pumping, man. The hell? Oh. Oh, this game is so good. This game is so good, man. The amount of complexity. The lack of clarity. That's Alistair. Alistair's fine. Damn, 53 silver. These guys are packing. Oh. These rare rocks have existed in close proximity to lyrium ore. Crushing lifestone gives it. I don't care about that. An unladen swallow. Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 2 months. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Thank you all for the support. Alrighty. Got more of these little duties. Kill. Yeah. Bye-bye. Do your worst, Liliana. Get these chests open for me. This is why I save after every encounter. Almost every encounter. We gotta fight these guys again, but... Liliana unlocked a crash. What the hell? You struggle with eyesight issues? No. Not wanting to backseat, but the graphics in the game sometimes give eyesight issues? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, alright, we're just not gonna open that chest. I'm just not gonna open it. Whatever's in there is not worth crashing my game over. Yep, no Deep Roads chests. That chest just will remain forever closed. Thank God for solid state drives. Man, if this was on Xbox 360, those crashes would just be catastrophic. Okay. Small bloody sack.
Yes.
Bag of limbs. The limbs of some demonic creatures in this sack. That seems like a good thing for me to take with me. The ritual was very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head, and limbs spread amongst the deep roads to prevent the creature from returning. Looks like they died during the cutting, but we can fulfill the last part in their stead. I'm not familiar with the elven ritual. Why would I be? But it seems pretty straightforward. Shaper axis. Scribbled in the corner. Never even saw the thing, but a sword would take care of it. Sod it! And this bag of legs. Alright, so we got a sack of demon limbs. This is good. Yes. Full-on serial killer vibes here. George, thank you for the 23 months, man. Much appreciated. I'm sure that bag smells awesome. What up? These... Oh, it's gonna be another one of those nights, eh? Playing World of Warcraft mode again. This worked in Lothering. Apparently this is the sunken town of Lothering. Okay. Oh, that fixed it. Do I dare try to open that chest? Now that we're on World of Warcraft graphics? All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go tuck my wife into bed, and then we will, maybe we'll give the old chest a try. I'll be right back. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. Be back in like 30 seconds. I don't know about you, but this calls for some candy corn pumpkins, huh? Mmm. Love me some mellow cream pumpkins. Thought you don't like pumpkin? Like these pumpkin. All that for a stupid darkspawn mace. Oh crap, going the wrong way. Alright, I'm having a love affair with these mellow cream pumpkins. Can't concentrate. My raging clue is pointing me in the wrong direction. Deep Stalker. All right. That's awesome, Blushing. I'm so glad to hear that. Like little velociraptors, they really are. That apparently carry health poultices. Boy. I don't know that I would call these deep roads particularly fun. I really hope we don't miss the election because my dumbass decided to come down here and talk to some guy. Hi, Dr. Mick. I noticed in some of your playthroughs you don't really entertain what-if scenarios much. Is there any reasoning behind that, like choosing to work with known variables or just personal preference? Yeah, working with what-ifs is rarely a good idea. You could what-if yourself to death. All it does is create anxiety. You should always work with as many known variables as you possibly can. You make the best decision you can with what you have. Operating off of possibilities, it's okay in some contexts, but when you have to make important decisions, I'm not about to entertain a whole string of what-ifs on the off chance that something might work well. Unanswered what-ifs are the foundation for... one of the foundations for massive anxiety. Oh, that would be really sad if that's the case, Skog. There's some whoa, shit. Oh, man. What's going on down here? Man, I wish I had like an AoE stomp or something. Cue everybody in chat saying, well, that's why you bring a mage with you, Dr. Mick. Haven't brought a mage with you the whole playthrough. They have AoEs. You keep bringing melee class. That's what you gotta deal with, buddy. I see you. I see you in there. I see you all. You make quick work of those deep stalkers, Dr. Mick, if you just bring a mage with you. Dude, this place is huge. Oh my god. Oh, what's up, dude? Y'all just down here fighting deep stalkers, huh? What up, homie?
I don't think that's the last of them.
Probably not. Oh, famous last words. A lot of deep stalkers down here. Think these are as tasty as nugs? Waiting for this guy to be like, oh good, you brought a golem. Alright, well, now we're gonna rob you real quick before we talk to you. Insufficient skill? What are you talking about? What? Alright, whatever. I mean, she's literally maxed out in lockpicking. But okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, you just gotta do it twice. Only one dwarf has commented on Shale so far. The guy in the shape Brit. History guy. He commented on it. Alright. What's up, Lord Dace?
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So how does an elf come to be down here, anyway?
Look at these papers. Came down here to show you this.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune.
I don't know exactly where I want to go with this. And also, yeah, like, what is this? Like some giant estate in the Diamond Quarter? Like, what are we talking about here? Regardless, will you tell your daughter not to vote for Harrowmont? I don't like that. I'm not trying to tell people who to vote for. I'm just trying to give you the thing, and then you decide what you want to do with it. Perhaps you would return the favor. I don't exactly know what I'm insinuating there. I'm at your service. I mean, I guess I'm at his service as a Grey Warden.
May the ancestors smile on you. I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
I'm gonna explore a little bit.
Be careful then. There are more dangerous things than deep stalkers down here.
Okay. Alrighty. Cool. So these people are like seeing this as totally plausible that Harrowmont would do this. Agent, you can use Discord. There's a stream suggestions channel in Discord for game suggestions. I make no guarantees that I will play a game just because people recommend it, though. What are we fighting? Oh, more deep stalkers. I thought they were otters. They kind of look like otters. They're like otters with velociraptor bodies. Alright, more darkspawn. Look at this guy. Hey, nope, nope. Hey, hey. Searching every rock pile because I'm just like waiting to find like one of the quest items down in the pile of rocks. Demonic Ichor, don't need that. Again, give me your silver. This area. Oh, good. All right, so we made the loop. It seems. All right, nice. So we'll go in there. We'll see what's over there. Thought I saw some darkspawn that were in there. Yeah, N64 graphics definitely solve the issue, so whenever we're in the deep roads, we're just gonna have to... make do. Actually... Oh, okay, we did everything. Just want to make sure we've gone everywhere. While we're down here. I want to avoid this place as much as we can. Must have been that load-bearing rock texture exactly. This is all blocked off. Can't go that way. Now that we cleared the dark spawn out. Amazing how much of a difference. Yes, it is cryptic, but it's personal preference. I do teletherapy exclusively. I have for 2.5 years. Our research and my own anecdotal experience would suggest that teletherapy is just as effective. In some cases, maybe even more effective because people are better able to attend because they don't have to deal with the inconvenience of driving or however they get to sessions. But it's personal preference. If you don't like it, that's okay. But I definitely encourage folks to give it a shot because you may be surprised. You kind of forget that you're doing teletherapy after a few minutes. Alright, let's get the hell out of there. We did not find the other guy down there, but I don't... Something tells me that we're not... There's more to the deep roads than just that. Well, I gotta say, Harrowmont's not looking very great anymore to me. I'm probably gonna back Balin. It really is. I mean, I just, at this point, if Harrowmont's gonna... I need somebody who's gonna try to shake things up. And to me, between the two of them...
Said to have kicked Castless in the street. Does he respect none beneath his station?
It is tempting to listen to them, but don't need to. They are sensationalized for a reason, because you pay attention. Alright.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
Yeah! Hell yeah! There we go! See, I don't even have to fight the proving. Yes, let me talk to him.
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
Alright, let's see what this guy's got. This is huge. What's up, man?
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzamar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne.
Look, man, Oh, all I care about is getting troops to face the Blight, man. I'm really not here to get in the middle of Dwarven politics.
Then we have a common goal. We may not like each other, but the Blight is our first priority. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Okay. Then how are you going to do that? There will be time for politics when the Darkspawn are gone.
Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
Trying to go back on your word?
I only promised to hear your story. Now I will help when I can, but I must send what troops I have now to combat Jarvia and her so-called Carta.
Ooh.
They're a gang of criminals, mostly casteless, led by a repulsive slug of a woman named Jarvia. They paid off numerous guardsmen to build their power. They know Orzammar is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger.
Why haven't you been able to take her out before?
She is secretive, and is only the current leader of a group that has plagued Orzammar for years. They stay mostly in Dust Town, below the city. Only casteless live there, and they are too scared of reprisal to cooperate with guardsmen. And frankly, until my father's death, they only harassed their own kind. Now they attack honest citizens.
Boy, there's a lot of undertone. A lot of in between the lines narratives he's throwing at us. I'm not fond of the own kind. However, well, man, I don't know. This is tricky because Balin is. I mean, the casteless are desperate, so I understand why the casteless are doing what they're doing. It is interesting that he is wanting to intervene now. I understand that's because they're attacking nobility. He's going to do more about it because he needs to. I would like to hear a little bit more. Although we ran into that crime lord guy when we were down in Dust Town. Like, I get it. You got to do something about the casteless, Balin. You can't just like. And then by do something, I mean you have to like empower them. You have to give them resources and opportunity. I'll look into it, but that's all I can promise.
That's all I can ask. But I can be of no help until this problem is solved. And every minute we wait, more Darkspawn swarm into human lands.
Well, I am appreciative, at the very least, that he was willing to meet with me. Anything else in here that I can...
I'm surprised to see you back. I've heard of no tragic events in Dust Town. Have you accomplished what I asked?
Odds. Kick him. Such a stupid joke. Where do I find Jarvia?
She makes her base in Dust Town, but my men never learned where. As a stranger, you should be able to find an informant who can tell you how Jarvia's thugs pass through the city unseen. I wouldn't dawdle. The longer you take, the more both Jarvia and the Darkspawn build their power.
Never mind. Forgot I can do it from chat. Alright. he lives in the lap of luxury too, huh?
The Prince appreciates your service.
Come on. Like... I already come in here? A letter. Ooh. A letter from Marika. My dearest Prince Balin, you are too kind to me. I am a small and insignificant thing, and I do not deserve your attention, but your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will cherish it always, and I promise I will wear it at our next meeting. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted servant. Yours truly, R. I don't think it's that kind of binaries, you know? I think there's a little bit of both. Thing is when you have high status and privilege, you do not have to take the time to look at those who are below you. You don't... People look up. People on the ground level know exactly what's happening high up because they have to know. People who are high up don't have to look down if they don't want to. Some people are born into it. They don't have any exposure to what's below them, and so the ignorance is less on them. There are other people who choose to be ignorant or who listen to narratives that keep those who are lesser than held down. You don't have to be a shitty person to attain power. But you do have to learn how to navigate the system of power that exists, which in some ways can be very unfortunate. Because there is an allure to resources. There are a lot of people who go into politics with great intentions that get sucked into the allure of power and resource.
Yes.
Trion's Journal. 21 for Ventus. Noticed Gorham running around trying to get pieces of my sibling's ceremonial armor ready for the feast. Stopped him and asked him how preparations were going. He mentioned that one of the bracers had a spot of tarnish on it. Was quite impressed at his dedication. He is most loyal to our family. 23 for Ventus. Was on the way to discuss the treaty with Father when came across a messenger waiting in the hall. On being asked why he was loitering about the royal palace, he mumbled something about having a gift for the new commander, and asked me, begged almost, to pass along some object or other to my sibling. Me, the heir to the throne of Orzammar, does not run errands for a messenger. Must have been new on the job. Had him thrown out, however, still reeling from the gall of it. Learned later that Balin had told Messenger that the quickest way to get things to our sibling was through me, and had made him wait until I came by. So unseemly for a prince of Orzammar to play such tricks. He needs to grow up and understand that as royalty he has responsibilities. 24 for Ventus. Found Balin's little playmate again, lurking about the corridors outside his bedroom this morning. Must have been trying to steal something, or already had. Bosom seemed fuller than most decent ladies. Some jewels hidden in the bodice? Anyway, pretended not to see her. Would have been awkward otherwise. Wish Balin would keep her confined to his room if he must have her around. Little brother is too concerned with fun and pleasure and not serious enough about his duties as prince. Must talk to him about discipline when have time. Fortunately, much too busy with the many tasks Father has laid upon my shoulders. 26 for Ventus. Remember to send small token of gratitude to Jaelia Helmi. Alliance between Helmi and Idukin must be kept strong. Lady Jaelia will of course accept proposal of marriage since we'll be king sooner or later, but never hurts to be polite and keep the lady happy. Hear that there are some surfacers selling silks. Maybe we'll send second out for something nice. Jalia's favorite color, turquoise. 28 for Ventus. Heard about there being provings held in our siblings' honor. They did not have provings for me at my first commission, and I'm the heir. What is going on? Must go watch these provings, make presence felt. Orzammar must not forget that I am to be her next king. Oh, Deep Stalker. A fool trusts his eyes, a wise man fears every rock, is a Deep Stalker, Dwarven saying. Possibly the strangest of all the creatures found in the deep roads is the Deep Stalker. Tezpadam, as the dwarves call them, hunt in packs, generally by burrowing underground and striking when their prey is in their midst. Stalkers come in several types. Spitters have venom glands and can spit secretions that slow or injure their prey. Jumpers hurl themselves at their targets, knocking them down and making them kill easier. The most common variety scares its prey, leaving the unfortunate victim helpless against the rest of the pack. They sure do, Sky. Dude, the dwarves are truly a mess. Like, it makes a lot of sense to me why Orzammar is in big trouble right now. Lady Brodeen. Who is Lady Brodeen?
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent.
Can't cure it?
It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Well, what do you need?
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time.
Tell me what you need.
There's nothing I can do but wait. It's all but inevitable.
An herbalist in the royal palace gave you a recipe for dwarven regicide antidote to cure a poisoned noble.
What now?
Well, I guess let's see what the... I got this bag of limbs. Will that help? What is the recipe? What am I getting? What the hell? Might be in the potion crafting menu. I don't even know where that is. Oh wow, you can read. Wow, you can read the transcripts of your recent conversations. That's amazing. I didn't even know that. Where the hell is? Oh well. This white X. Oh, this is okay. Prince Balin's bedroom. Okay.
Your service to House Iduken does you credit.
Sure. Whatever. Let's get out of here. Ocean crafting is in the radio menu. Hilarious. Because I don't know the radio menu button. So, oh well. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's where Balin's house is. Okie dokie. We are in the Royal Palace. The hell was that? Alright, I want to hear what's going on with this crime lord. I'm guessing it's in Dusttown.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Balin. Be not afraid to follow suit.
Oh, I haven't. But whatever.
Orzammar questions Lord Balin's ability to win the throne without Grey Warden assistance.
Indeed, Sean, I agree. Alright. We're gonna go to Dusttown. Good night, Skog. They are fast. Gossip spreads incredibly quickly here, apparently. Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Balin has corrupted the Wardens. End this for Harrowmont.
Holy shit, really? Wow. Holy crap. These dudes were literally willing to fight me and die for him to win? In their fancy suits of armor? This is bad, man. This is so bad. Oh, look at me assuming that this was down here. Maybe it isn't. Maybe you'll be able to find some clues in Dusttown. Okay, so... Shady Korriban.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
What makes you think I'm looking for anything?
I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dusttown. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it. You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
You seen what I've killed? There's some real dum-dums. A losing betting receipt, crumpled in anger. These are only printed on the proving grounds. Assembly directed. What is this?
Going.
The key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tig is at a premium, but the intended function of the Hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits Dwarven interests. It is first glimpse of the surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. That's a hell of a line. The hall must serve a second purpose, as a last sight for departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. From a report of the Assembly Zoning Commission. Your efforts have been exemplary, but these self-proclaimed cartels must defer to the Assembly and restore order. Exclusion from caste in society is no excuse. Perhaps suggest that it would be a simple matter to march on the quarter, or simpler still to withdraw infrastructure support. A tunnel breach would be most unfortunate, but current policy direction prohibits any deals that would legitimize cartel operations. Downward pressure on certain elements of our society has proven useful in shoring up the economy with an excess of affordable labor. Holy shit. It also encourages enlistment in the Legion of the Dead, the one accepted path to partial redemption and a vital force on our weakening front lines. Yeah, just get poor people in the military. There you go. Hey, you know what? Go fight on the front lines for us. Maybe we'll give you free college when you come back. Except you're dwarves, so you don't get to do that. Your benefits are going to suck ass when you get back, too. Hope you like that. Except you're not coming back, because you're going to the Legion of the Dead. So they literally are just trying to get casteless to be bodies, to just throw themselves at the Darkspawn. Terrible. This model suffers when criminals create their own hierarchies with alternative methods of social advancement. Every stone has a face that can be carved, a side that must be earthward. We need their so-called dust town, but it would be inadvisable to include that in your negotiations. We have the utmost faith in you, Capt. The rest is obscured by blood stains. From a confidential assembly directive regarding proliferation of cartels. Thief didn't have the stolen tome. The receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to someone in the proving grounds. Hey, I wonder if maybe somebody's behind that suspicious door. Everything we read about the dwarves just gets worse and worse. It really does. Really does. See, and here's the thing, right? So, this is what creates a chasm within society like this, is the dwarves make the casteless meat shields against the Darkspawn. That serves two purposes. The first one is that you have people that are seen as objects dying in order to save people with whatever kind of symbolic prestige exists in the society itself. But I think there's a second reason, and it's one that maybe isn't consciously thought about, but I'm sure plays a role, which is that if you start to equalize the caste, if you provide opportunity for advancement that doesn't include going to the deep roads, you start to bring into the conversation that perhaps it isn't just casteless that are needed in the fight against the Darkspawn. Now all of a sudden you are asking people in other classes to engage in a death trap. So it would instill so much fear in people that, oh my God, no, if we raise the poor up, well then that means that perhaps we're accountable to be involved in certain things to defend ourselves and to go on the offensive. That we've just been totally happy letting those lowly casteless take care of us, or take care of for us. So it creates a further split. We got to keep them held down because we need them in numbers. Because otherwise maybe, oh God, maybe I'd have to leave my fancy little house and go fight. saying. How do I get over the fear of making the wrong choice? Well, it's a video game. There's really no wrong choice. I'd love to be more carefree about it. Just expose yourself to making decisions without hindsight knowledge, Math. Like, literally play a game and don't look up the ending. Like, you're not going to get more comfortable with it unless you, like, lean into it and actually try it. You gotta build the stress tolerance. There's no such thing as a wrong choice in a video game.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
Isn't that nice? Boy, that guy just talks about that so casually. I guess you've watched a lot of provings, huh?
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Jesus, dude. What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Never mind the Darkspawn. Never mind the political ruin. Never mind that we have a whole segment of dwarves that are absolutely struggling to make ends meet when the system itself is crumbling. Let's just have some of us fight and kill each other for sport. That sounds awesome. You ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
Proving's just a tournament.
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
Isn't that nice?
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
I mean, I'm all for using sports as a means to, like, distract and to bring people together. But what are we doing? If the NFL, if the losing team all died and we had scarce resources, I'd be a little less inclined to want football to stay around. Also, let's get people in the proving that know how to fight. Like, what are we doing? We got the Darkspawn and it's like, no, get our best warriors fighting each other. That's a good idea, guys. It's good. Let's do that.
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
Ease. Does indeed, Floaty. Proving. Let's read more about it, huh? Valos Atreitum. In the 23rd year of the reign of King Ragnar Naidukin, the old man of the servant caste was accused of stealing a sapphire ring from his employer, Lord Dace. The servant was stripped of his position, he and his family thrown to the streets, and soon after the servant died. The son of the disgraced servant challenged Lord Dace to a proving, declaring that his father had been the victim of a cruel injustice and the ancestors would bear him witness. Lord Dace had no choice but to accept. On the sacred stone of the proving ground, the nobleman faced the servant boy. Lord Dace carried a sword crafted for his own hand and was clad in his great-grandfather's armor. The servant boy had neither armor nor weapon. When the battle began, the boy fought like a whole pack of angry deep-stalkers, flinging himself upon the startled lord, wrenching the sword from his hand and prying at his armor with his bare fingers. The boy knocked Lord Dace to the ground and beat him until the lord begged for mercy. The boy and his family were reinstated to their place in the Dace household, and the virtue of the boy's father was not questioned again. The ancestors had spoken, and no one would question their word. Wow, you gotta go back into that guy's house and serve him after all that shit? My God.
This is a private area. Combatants only.
Oh, alright, well.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
I wouldn't consider myself to be that. What up? Having a private moment, fellas? Oh, hey, what's up, Piotr?
Guards, remove this intruder.
What guards? Writ of Censure. This. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tig is at a premium. Wait, I already read that. Huh? The restriction of your authority. The restriction of your authority is a temporary consideration and not a verdict imposed lightly. The Assembly feels that efforts to maintain the sanctity of the proving have faltered. This is a gentleman's contest where future generals and respected veterans display their skills. It is intended to be inspiring and remind the lower castes why their leaders lead. We acknowledge the usefulness of a forum for the setting of honor debts, and concede that the occasional defeat of a noble can serve as appeasement provided it is by a peer and the contest is properly adjudicated. Jesus Christ. Extending this practice to the lower caste could prove a dangerous and barbaric precedent because, God forbid, they win. We've already seen the disruption that an unauthorized fighter can cause, the recent Brand incident, and similar incidents should be discouraged with all possible prejudice, because if people in the lower castes start to kill the nobles in the proving when they make claims, they will experience profound empowerment. Imagine that. We wouldn't want those lowly servants and casteless thinking that they can wipe out the nobles with pure, raw physical strength and numbers. It's amazing. I mean, it's really amazing. We see this all over the place in real life, in this game. Leadership and nobility is but a construct. It's not an actual thing. Like, nobility is not like a real objective thing. It's something that we've constructed. It's part of the hierarchical system that is created and maintained by the people who perpetuate it. And what you often see is that the higher up the ladder you go, the less people there are, because there's more resources available for a smaller group of people. Well, when you don't have physical numbers, when you're not in the animal kingdom where animals literally fight each other to the death in order to maintain strength and leadership, you have to create symbols. You have to create arbitrary lines. You have to do these things so that people who actually have a shitload of power don't think they do. In this case, there are way more casteless, way more servants, way more merchants than there are nobility. But you have to bore down into the very depths of their psyche to get them to think that they don't have a chance. That's why you get the warrior class to fight for you and to patrol the streets. It's all theater in order to perpetuate a notion that you don't have the ability to get power. So when you have these little things like the proving, where all of a sudden you let the little guy come in and they start winning and people start to feel empowered and they start to connect on that, and you start to build and essentially unionize the casteless and servant class, that is incredibly scary for the nobles because they don't actually have power. They have perceived symbolic power. And it's something that those folks are terrified of the masses realizing. Because if they do and they're empowered and they riot and they push back and they push up, there could be real issues. Terrible. And I tend to agree, Dio. Your efforts have been exemplary, but those self-proclaimed cartels... we read that one, okay. So this is just adding to that. Now we gotta find whatever person that other guy was betting with.
My money's on the twins in round 2.
I don't understand those silent sisters. I sure wouldn't want my...
This is so exciting.
Did you hear about that brand that wore in the sky?
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
Aha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the proving today?
I'd like to hear more about who's fighting.
Well, with politics what they are, many combatants are dedicating their fights to either Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, mostly Balin. It's a regular parade of past winners out there. Piotr Naidukan always leads a battle unit. He's the prince's cousin. Miaja and Lukejan are twins from the warrior caste. They fight together, put on a good show. They'll all be in their chambers if you want to talk.
Rather just watch.
You've got a little time then. We won't be starting until everyone's ready.
Good day, Grey Warden.
I hope you were enjoying the provings.
My money's on the twins in round 2.
So, you decided to watch the fights then? They changed from round... It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all.
The thief didn't have a stolen tone. The receipt on his body suggests he may have passed this to somebody in the proving grounds. Well, we are in the proving ground. We have to fight in the proving... Somebody in the proving grounds. Can't go through that door. I wonder if I have to sign up.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
By the way, I haven't seen anybody talking about what happened with Harrowmont's guys. I think I'm gonna have to enter. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go through here. Oh, here we go. Okay.
You looking at something? Get out of here!
Why don't you guys chill?
Sorry, I was just leaving.
Oh, don't need to apologize.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Formal? You mean illegal?
Assembly restricted, not illegal. All that ritual lets nobles rationalize it's not a blood sport. They don't like commoners using the arena for petty squabbles. Some of us prefer an honest spectacle. And sometimes someone needs a good beating, and all that talking gets in the way.
I don't know exactly what he's asking me. I'm all for pissing off the nobles. What do you got in mind?
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Who am I facing and what do I get for
The
it?
younger houses are interested in unorthodox tactics. Many hire mercenaries to augment traditional strengths. Anything goes is a fair description. We give small payouts, maybe a bonus from time to time, but this isn't about money. It's about skill and the chance to show it.
No, I don't have any interest in that.
I'll be here.
I'm trying to stop the blight, not deal with stupid bullshit, guys. What are we doing? I'm a Grey Warden. I'm here for a reason. Not to show how strong I am. Greetings, I'm Mick of the Grey Wardens.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
Okay. What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Sounds like she should be a paragon. Who are you?
I am Ferinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a Silent Sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon.
Oh, she was one. Good.
Astith the Grey.
All right.
As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
What are you two on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Like, literally, this entire group of women who feel ridiculously empowered by a paragon who showed that women are able to hold their own, if not even best men, are saying, we're with Balin. And may both our efforts triumph.
May the ancestors choose their champion wisely.
Big deal. Oh, okay. Well,
Point to the man who takes the war.
Volume of Shaper History. A volume of Orzammar history focusing on the relationship between the ancestor lineage and the granting of mining permits in the Dead Trenches. It is not supposed to be removed from the Shaper. Oh. That right. Okay. Recovered the tome stolen from the Shaper Raid. You could return it to the Shaper assistant Mildred if you wish. I think I probably will. Why not? I can't believe how many episodes we've spent just dealing with dwarven politicking. Like, this is pretty incredible. That, like, this feels like a whole game in and of itself.
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a starstruck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time, and you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And starstruck maids, apparently.
Alistair, I don't think would be a good king. And I think he owns that he wouldn't be a good king. We've talked about that several times in the playthrough. Like, Alistair is fully self-aware that he is better off being like the king's hand or something like that. Like, he's not the guy. And I can certainly appreciate that. I do like Liliana's got some real... She is very much a glass half full person. Like, she uses every opportunity to try to find the best in stuff, and I appreciate that. Lord Dace, what's up?
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Lady Dace.
You have House Dace's thanks.
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Balin. A clear statement against the backward policies of Lord Harrowmont.
The Warden is joined with Balin. We can't
Really?
allow it.
Y'all, jeez. Chill. Harrowmont bought out a lot of people. Who needs approving? Just, like, literally put me on the streets with Harrowmont's fanatics.
Yes. Going.
Oh, those guys are just sitting there waiting for me. Oh, good. We're probably on the verge of a crash.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
Hey, you're welcome, buddy. Find a way to... Wait a minute. Really? I still haven't found my way. Prince Balin wants you to eliminate the leader of a... No one knows where her hideout is. You should be able to find clues to her whereabouts in Dust Town. Wow, so I just did all that, and it wasn't even to get where I wanted to go.
Lord Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Wardens.
Uh-oh. 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 Knew it. Told you. I knew it was coming. Save and reload. Get back in there. Alright. Back in action. Well, I sure hope Dragon Age 2 is not this poorly optimized. He's aware, Sergeant. So, Alistair is very self-aware around his limitations and really takes ownership of it, which I admire and I appreciate. And I think is totally fine. Not everybody needs to be a leader or have the capacity for leadership. It is okay to prefer to be told what to do and to follow. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just as much as we need leaders, we need followers.
You're back.
You got more business for me?
What do you know about Jarvia?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions. That's what I thought. You're back. You got more business for me? Enough to know she don't fancy... Best way to find it is stand on any street corner in Orzammar and insult Jarvia's mother. You'll wind up there quick enough, and have a real long time to get to know the place.
Did you know more if the question came with silver?
Could be. If 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit.
Found some on Darkspawn. Here you go. Here's the money. Let's go.
Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now, you want to buy something, or are we done?
Thank you.
That's what I thought.
It's so harped on in the Air Force. It's good leader. You have to be a good leader. You have to be a good follower. Yep. I'm sure. That's good. Alrighty. Something tells me that suspicious door is where I need to go. Now where? Jarvia's Carta base is under Dusttown. The doors are hidden, but Jarvia's men come and go freely. Continue searching Dusttown for her men and the means they use to enter. Probably that Slums house would be my guess. There's no real reason for us to be in here before. Like... They don't come from here. This door appears to be made of solid stone. There are no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. Yeah? Just big enough to stick your finger in, huh? Let's look through the slot. You see nothing but blackness. Do nothing.
Jarvia don't like no one asking questions about her.
Oh, is that right?
That Jarvia's a dangerous one.
No one, don't look at me. Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy.
Ask him some questions about the Carta.
What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Yeah, I'm putting people in massive danger
Spare
by
a
doing
coin?
this.
2 bits for the needy. Keep asking questions like that, and you'll get dragged in soon enough.
They're gonna show up. Okay, so I just gotta keep talking to people and they're gonna show up.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much?
Gotta go.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Like, truly, I am, like, these people are always in danger. They are allowed to just be shit on at any point in time. And I'm sitting here asking them dangerous ass questions that could get them killed.
Jarvia
Like, this
said it's
is really
dangerous for
shitty of
anyone
me.
who talks to you.
Expecting that anybody would talk is a bit ridiculous, given that.
Leave me alone.
I wouldn't want to be saying anything either.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dusttown? You need old Nadezhda to play tour guide?
Know anything about Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
You know where I could find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Where do I find one of these?
Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
Give you 10 silver. Take care of yourself.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to fight a cartel member or something then, in order to get that finger thing. You need a special fingerbone token to enter. Obtain a fingerbone token and use the entrance to Jarvia's hideout. Where on earth?
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
Can I ask you questions about the Carta?
I weren't talking to you. Hear me? We weren't talking. Hey there, stranger. 6 bits. It's everywhere. That's the problem. There's nowhere she can't see you.
How does one get a finger? Underneath Dust Town, there's no way. I gotta be missing something. Gotta be. Maybe Almar sells one. I know it is lightning. I feel terrible that I'm asking these people these questions.
You're back. You got more business for me?
I'm looking for the base.
Only Jarvia's men know all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you want to buy something, or are we done?
Yeah, there's one just across the way. Stare at it long enough, and you'll see. Man, how cool would it be if you actually have to like sit here and like stare at this and then something happens? Yeah, like a real-time stakeout. Like you stand there and then all of a sudden like somebody shows up and like walks through the wall or something.
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy?
Man, I don't want to be mean to this guy.
Sorry.
Oh, that's terrible. I feel terrible. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
No one, no one, don't look at me.
That Jarvia is a dangerous one.
Alright, one more time, we're going in here.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Well, I don't feel so bad for stealing their shit anymore, I guess.
Don't kill me! Sorry, ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
Tell me where your base is.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open.
Well, will you let me go now?
Yes. And you won't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are just doing what they can to survive. I'm not gonna... The existence of these guys is indicative of the system itself. It's not... I'm not happy that they attacked me, but I can hold my own. So... Well, we're gonna stick our finger in the hole on part 19. Thank you so much, friends, for making it all the way through part 18. This is wild that we've spent so much time here. I am really loving this playthrough. I know there wasn't a ton of analysis today. It's mostly just trying to grab as many clues as I can, try to make the best decisions I can. I feel pretty good about going with Balin based on some of the stuff that happened. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I still don't even know that I've fully committed to him. He seems to think I have, and Harriman's fanatics seem to think I have. But the reason the castless don't just go to the surface, Andy, is because they have been told that going to the surface is a death wish. They don't know what we know about the surface, as evidenced by that guy that we talked to in Dust Town down here, who thinks that you fall into the sky. They have literally been told that they are disbarred from their families. They are no longer recognized as dwarves. That it's dangerous. You'll fall into the sky. You can't come back, etc., etc. Like they've been propagandized into not leaving. That's why they stay. Because it seems like the easy thing, right? It's the whole like, you know, if you don't like it here, just leave. It's expensive to leave. It's hard to leave. And you don't necessarily, these people don't necessarily have the resources to leave. What are you going to do? Go up to the surface with absolutely no money, no weapons, no clothes, expose yourself to a bunch of disease? It's not that easy. All right, friends. I really appreciate that you watch these. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much again for subscribing to the channel, for liking the stream, for leaving a comment, for following the links in the description, for becoming a member by hitting the join button. I'm really grateful for that. Those of you that have been here on Twitch, thanks for being here live on Twitch. I really look forward to playing part 19. I hope you look forward to seeing it. If you're binging, I'll see you over there. If you're waiting for the next episode to come out, we'll get it to you as soon as we can. So, until next time.